Most people believe they lack discipline. They believe they don't have willpower. They believe they are broken in some way. But the truth is far more uncomfortable. You are not failing because you are weak. You are failing because your habits are running your life, quietly, automatically, and without your permission. Every day, you wake up and repeat behaviors you never consciously chose. You reach for your phone. You snack without thinking. You procrastinate even when you promised yourself you wouldn't. And here's the dangerous part. You think these actions are decisions. They are not. They are habits. And habits, once formed, control your future. This summary will show you why most people stay stuck for years, why motivation always fades, and how real change actually happens, even if you failed before. Listen closely, because once you understand this, you can't unsee it. Distraction? Control? When you name the cue and the reward, the habit loses power, because awareness turns automation into choice. The third core lesson is belief. This part is subtle, but it is essential. Lasting habit change requires the belief that change is possible. Not hope, belief. People who successfully change don't just follow systems, they believe at a deep level that they are capable of change. This belief often comes from small wins. When you prove to yourself that you can interrupt one habit, even once, your identity begins to shift. You stop seeing yourself as someone who always fails. You start seeing yourself as someone who can adjust. And that belief fuels momentum. The fourth core lesson is keystone habits. Some habits matter more than others. They create a ripple effect. When you change one keystone habit, other behaviors begin to change automatically. Exercise is a common example. So is planning your day. So is consistent sleep. These habits don't just affect one area, they reorganize your identity. This is why trying to change everything at once never works. You don't need more habits, you need the right one. And finally, the book teaches responsibility without blame. Your habits are not your fault, but they are your responsibility. Once you understand how habits work, ignoring them becomes a choice, and that is empowering, because it means your future is not random, it is programmed, and programs can be rewritten. Real-life application. Now let's make this practical. If you apply this today, start with observation. Do not try to change anything yet. Just watch yourself. When you feel an urge, pause and ask one question. What am I actually craving right now? Not the behavior, the feeling. Relief? Comfort? Control? Escape? Most people ignore this step, but this is where real change begins. Once you identify the reward, experiment with a new routine. Same cue, same reward, different action. If stress triggers snacking, replace it with a short walk or deep breathing. If boredom triggers scrolling, replace it with reading one page of something useful. Keep it small. Your brain resists big change, but it accepts small swaps. Next, design your environment. Habits are easier when the environment supports them. Remove friction from good habits, add friction to bad ones. This is not a weakness, this is intelligence. Finally, focus on belief through evidence. Don't aim for perfection, aim for proof. One successful interruption of a habit is enough to begin rewiring identity. Tell yourself, calmly and factually, I can change this. Because once belief is in place, habits follow.
The real power of habits is not control, it is freedom. When habits work for you, life becomes lighter, decisions become easier, progress becomes automatic. You don't need more motivation, you need better systems. And now you understand the system. If this summary helped you, subscribe to daily audiobook summaries designed to rewire your thinking and elevate your life. And next, listen to our summary of Atomic Habits by James Clear, where we take these ideas even further and show you how tiny changes create massive results. Stay consistent, stay aware, and remember, your habits are shaping your future, whether you notice them or not.